I feel like they're angels. That's what I call them, as they were my angels.
It's given me a new sense of confidence, knowing that I'm not alone, that there are good people out there.
We would have been walked all over by the insurance company if we didn't have somebody who could stand up and represent us in court.
They knew that they were working, for the right cause.
There's a company out there that fights for the underdog and usually wins.
The firm that fights for the underdog, that champions the voiceless against some of the most powerful corporations, that boldly forged the law of insurance bad faith through a knack for fierce litigation and a passion for helping people. That firm is Chernoff, Bidart, Echeverria, a firm that's been changing lives for 35 years. It's big wins against insurance giants that put Chernoff, Bidart, Echeverria on the map. In fact, founder William Chernoff created the law of insurance bad faith,
which simply means that we represent policyholders who put in a claim on their policy and find that the insurance company is not treating their claim fairly and in good faith.
Headlines tell the story of the more than $1 billion the firm has recovered for clients. But what they don't show are the lives changed for the better.
Time for meds.
David Denny was born with a rare medical condition. In his body, common proteins become poison. Now his mind is trapped in a body he can't control.
The Anthem Blue Cross decided after about 10 years of providing 40 hours a week of licensed vocational nursing services for my son David, who was 12 at the time, that David's condition no longer required skilled nursing.
Appeal after appeal hit denial after denial.
It felt like a big joke, like somebody had decided, this kid is just costing us too much money.
Mike Bidart forced Blue Cross into a settlement to pay for David's care.
This settlement means that David's future is secure.
The Denny family now has a tracking system to help lift him and the resources to give him everything he needs.
So I'm so grateful to Mike and the entire firm for all the good work.
A federal emergency in Southern California.
When wildfires raced across Southern California in 2003, they left in their wake devastated homeowners who desperately needed their policy payments. When the insurance companies refused, families like the Stones turned to Chernoff, Bidart, Echeverria.
We couldn't have asked for a better team than Ricardo and his associates. They just did an absolutely wonderful job. They made the lawyers for the insurance company look like newborn babies.
The case went all the way to trial, where again, Chernoff, Bidart, Echeverria forced the insurers to pay.
They're definitely not someone who's just simply out there to settle for a few dollars. They're willing to take it all the way to the end, regardless of the outcome.
They enabled us to get back what was ours.
You went fast?
Jessica Jones was born a beautiful, seemingly healthy baby. But something was wrong. Jessica began having seizure attacks. Not often at first, but over the years they became more frequent and more severe. They left Jessica unable to take care of herself, move, or talk to her family. When their insurance company denied nursing care, it was just the first insult.
They sent me a letter that they wanted her to sleep on the floor because I wanted them to help me get to bed.
The team at Chernoff, Bidart, Echeverria challenged the company's claim that Jessica's care wasn't medically necessary. and won a major settlement.
We don't have to worry. We have the means to pay for extra care if we need to without having to fight Medi-Cal and the insurance company for every hour. And we haven't taken her on any vacations, and she's turning 15 and we're taking her to Hawaii and taking her nurse to Hawaii and actually going as a family.
U.S. Marine Captain John Columbaro served his country through 3 tours of duty in Iraq. But he couldn't get justice when he filed a claim with his home insurer.
In 2004, I had an underwater subsurface pipe break occur in my home, causing major damage to it, leaving a crack, leaving an uneven foundation, and other issues that existed that I had to approach the insurance company with.
Even at home, the captain found himself in a hostile environment.
It was really misery. I lived in a dungeon. Unfortunately, I had to live in a dungeon. I had kept the house in the condition that it was following the pipe break, knowing that if I had done repairs on my own, that the insurance company could use that against me and use that to mitigate the actual physical damages that had occurred to the home itself.
Not only did Ricardo Echeverria help the captain recover the $50,000 he lost, the jury awarded $3.5 million in punitive damages.
I just do not have enough good things to say about that firm, from every single person that worked there, to the way I was treated, to their response time, to their professionalism, to making me feel like I had a partner in this fight.
Oh, this is when I was a resident.
Dr. Jack Bronze is a survivor, not only of insurance greed, but of the German concentration camps of the Holocaust.
And in 1945, I was liberated in Dachau after spending 4 years with the different camps in Lithuania, in Germany. But the last year of my incarceration was a year I spent in Dachau.
After the war, Dr. Bronze tried to collect a $2,000 life insurance benefit, but Generali, the Italian insurance company, refused to pay. Even after Dr. Bronze returned decades later with the original policy, the company still refused. It wasn't until William Chernoff tracked down the original bank records in Bronze's native Lithuania that Generali agreed to settle.
70 years, from 1930, and it was settled last year.
Finally giving closure to 7 decades of dark history.
And I feel very privileged that he is the one who not only got the money, but solved it, and with the perseverance, and hired an attorney to get all the documents. But we succeeded, and we succeeded because of his perseverance.
But to come here every day half sick.
Hairdresser Patsy Bates is working through the pain.
At 52 years old, Patsy Bates was bracing for the fight of her life when she received her cancer diagnosis.
I started my chemotherapy treatment, but right in the middle, some strange stuff started to happen.
That strange stuff included a letter from her health insurance company saying they were dropping her and sticking her with a $129,000 hospital bill.
And the appalling thing about it was that they didn't care if I lived or died.
William Chernoff and his team took HealthNet to trial and won a $9 million award for Patsy in a ruling that helped countless more policyholders.
So Mr. Chernoff calls and he tells me, he said, the verdict has come. I said, okay. He says, we won. I said, oh my God. I said, thank you, Jesus. That was my first. And then I said, thank you, Mr. Chernoff.
Clearly, it has been a successful practice economically for us, really as a byproduct of being able to change people's lives. It's made a tremendous difference in those people's lives, and as a result, we're lucky enough to have those clients remain friends, social friends over the years, and they stay in our life. That's the best part.
Everybody here, every lawyer, every staff person is a part of the team. And in a team effort, we all fight the fight on behalf of consumers. It's very important.
And it's become really our labor of love. And we've done a good job because at this point, it looks like legislation and the companies are coming around to where rescission is going to be a thing of the past.
Well, this law firm is a little different. It's run more like a family than a law firm. Everybody here gets along with each other. They enjoy their work because of the satisfaction we give our clients. And so it is more like a family atmosphere rather than, let's say, a corporate atmosphere.
The reason that this firm is special in what we do is because it starts with the person who started the firm, Bill Chernoff. I mean, when he started doing bad faith cases, the tort really didn't even exist. And he had the passion and the courage to really create this area of the law and has had that passion for 40 years. And he has the same passion today that he did back then. And so anyone who's come into the firm, Mike Bedart and then myself and the others, we've all kind of stayed because we share that same level of commitment and passion, not only to the law, but frankly, most importantly, to our clients.
One man's vision, now a passion for a dedicated team of attorneys and professionals. Today, Chernoff Bedart Echeverria is the most successful practice of its kind in the country. A success forged by helping hundreds of victims and changing lives for 35 years.